I was on Olympic boxing team.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
What was that experience like? When did you?
Oh, it was fun.
Did you go multiple?
It was fun. I remember we was in Russia when they boycotted the Olympics, and I thought Russia, you know, being a novice, and you to a novice to like when it comes to like politics.
Right.
I'm like, I thought they was gonna keep us over there. I was scared to death when I was in Russia. Because at that time, they started to get mad about, they started arguing with our trainers, and then we were like, uh-oh, what's going on here? And I remember the CID came in and kicked one of our firm's room open because there was a Russian female that came, they visited them in the room, and they kicked the door open, and they beat the girl up like when she was a man. I was like, oh man, you believe this? I mean, I was glad when I left Russia. I was so happy to get out of that country. I was scared when I was over there.
What do you think is like some of the differences between your amateur career and your professional?
Well, the amateur to me was like harder because you had to fight 3 rounds. But 3 rounds, you ain't had to pace yourself. You just go out there and give it all you had.
Yeah.
Pros, you got to learn though. Cause mine, the last home, I was the last 15-round fight. Because the rounds used to be 15, and then they went to 12.
Well, as a boxer, you benefited 12 or 15, right?
Oh yeah, well, 12 would be 12. It felt a little better because I said I won 12 rounds like three different times. I fought 4 rounds, and after that fight, you feel like you got nothing left in you. Like, man, I'm glad it's over with. But that's how it works. Cause that's why I won the title on Greg Page with 12 rounds unanimous decision.
Are you still a boxer?
Yeah, when I watch it, when I know somebody I'm seeing on TV that knows somebody I know, I'll watch it. But most of the time, I don't watch it now, because most of the time, I got other things in mind. Right now, I try to concentrate more on God, for him to straighten me out before I go to heaven.
That's true. Probably cliche question, but I'll ask it anyway. Tyson versus Muhammad Ali.
Oh, I had to go with Ali.
I agree. I think
go with Ali because Tyson was like one fighter like this. Ali was a mover.
He was Ali was more of a strategist, and
Tyson
was aggressive with only one strategy, and that's knock you out early.
And that's the way Muhammad Ali liked that. For you to be aggressive at him. He'll move and he'll wait for you to win. So I said, nah. Because look at Joe Frazier. And now who you think of the woman between Joe Frazier and Tyson? That would have been that would have been like, whoa, I don't know about that fight. That fight right there. I think Joe probably would have won though.
It depends on if it was Tyson in his prime or not.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Because Buster Douglas beat Tyson.
Right.
And I beat Buster Douglas. And I'm like, I wonder if I would have came up in that era, how it would have been, you know? I would have had with a multi-million-dollar payday. I probably wouldn't be here right now.
And the most recent discussion was Mayweather versus Pacquiao.
Oh man, I like them both, but I think Pacquiao, to me, that boy, he's like unstoppable. I mean,
Pacquiao or Mayweather?
Pacquiao.
What are you talking about? He was stopped a few times.
But that was later in his career, remember?
Right, okay.
I'm talking about the beginning. I ain't talking about like the end of his career.
All right.
Like watch what happened.
I'll give you that.
Look at Roy Mayweather. Roy Mayweather. He was great in his prime, and now when he got older, and got a little too cocky, he started losing his fight at the end of his career. That's the same with any fight. If you stick around too long, you're going to lose.
Which is a good point. A lot of boxers like George Foreman comes back later. I mean, from a fan's perspective, or just the regular world perspective, like when is enough, or is like for like the whole?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, so with George, I was a sparring partner before when he fought Evander Holyfield. George, his size is scared you. I mean, when I got in the ring, I was sparring with him, and I'm like, whoa, he's good. He's good. There's a light hanging in the middle of the ring, and I'm moving around, I'm in the corner, and all of a sudden he stepped in front of me, the light went out. I said, oh, I just ducked and got out of that corner. But George Foreman was a big man. That's the only way he got away with it, but big as he was. Everybody think I'm big. But what you see George Foreman in person, he's a big man.
Okay, all right. I guess the question I was trying to ask is the desire for an older fighter to get back in the ring.
Well, they should fight somebody their own age. Not an old one fighting a young man, because that's kind of stupid in a way. I mean, that's kind of like an oxymoron. I mean, youth can never be. I mean, wisdom wise, we know what to do. We might be able to take care of ourselves. But winning is another story.
That's true. Last question. My grandfather's a big boxing fan. How has boxing affected your life after boxing?
Well, a lot of people know me, and I remember when I was living in Vegas, I used to get comped to a lot of different things. And like being there, you know, it made me feel good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I felt a little more special than anybody else. So I just say thank you. I just say thank you. I just say thank you. I mean, when people done for me, people do a lot for all retired fighters that really don't have nothing. But I do have something. I have this union. That's the only thing I have right now. And you know, they take care of me pretty good. And so now I'm fighting for them. That's why we out here.
You were talking a little bit earlier about you're focusing on God.
Yeah, right now, hey, people don't believe in it, but it's the truth. I had a visitation, I don't know who it was from, but it scared the mess out of me, because I remember I just shook my head and said, man, now I'm hallucinating. And then I looked back up, and it was still there, and it said to me, his lips didn't move. He said to me, David, you know you're wrong. And I said, I'm not hallucinating, this is real. And it's like I was in a trance. I went into another time. I don't know why. Honestly, to this day, I can't explain it. But one thing I know, God is real. And He is coming. And maybe, I don't know what's going on, but I'm doing my best to follow Him right now.
All right, nice to meet you.
All right, young fella. Okay.
I tell you, my grandfather, he screams at the television station.
What's your grandfather, David?